What's up everyone, and thanks for joining me again. This week, I'm at Past Summit in Seattle. Past Summit in Seattle is a week-long conference to talk about SQL Server and the data platform in general. And while I think this year is the 5th time I'm attending, this will be the first year where I'm actually presenting. And while I'm really excited to present, I'm also nervous and a little jittery, but I'm hoping to make this video kind of my recording diary of the week and my presentation, so you can kind of get a first-hand experience of what that is like. And that experience starts here in my boring hotel room, where on Tuesday morning I am gonna go through one more practice run through of my presentation before I present tomorrow. I know my material. The topic I'm presenting on is an introduction to indexing, so it's a topic that I feel very comfortable talking about and I'm very familiar with. So I think I've set myself up for having a good presentation tomorrow at the conference itself, but it doesn't hurt to kind of continue to prepare. Later this week on Friday, I'm also presenting on anti-patterns for analytical workloads, and so that session I actually feel more prepared for, so I'm not going to really focus on until I get through practicing my indexing session here. Checked out the conference room that I'm going to be in during lunchtime, and boy is it big. I've definitely never spoken in a room with that much space and chairs in it, so it'll be a great first-time experience, but it's definitely a big room. Doesn't help reduce the anxiety at all, although I am glad that I went to check it out, so at least I got a feel for kind of the stage and how the lights and just the size of the room feel like. I'm hoping that will allow me to not be surprised by it when I actually go on there in just a couple hours. Obviously, I'm back at my studio. The rest of the conference was just so crazy and busy in a good way that I kind of gave up on filming because I didn't have the time to do it. Still, let me just kind of break down what happened. So I had my first presentation, and honestly, I thought it went super well. I had a good crowd, it was a good turnout. It was not nearly as terrifying as I thought it would be. The fact that I think the projector screens are on both sides of the stage made kind of more people sit off to the side, so I was looking out over, fewer people than I anticipated because they're all sitting on the sides. And so that made it a lot easier. And also, the fact that in such a big room, people are sitting far away, so it's harder to kind of get freaked out by all their eyeballs staring at you because you can't see them. So honestly, the fear of kind of speaking in a big room like that went away almost immediately after I started speaking because it wasn't really a factor. Beyond that, I think it went really well. I'm really happy with how it went. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, but once I was done, I felt really accomplished and tired, right? Talking for about an hour and 15 minutes is a lot. And then by the time it was time to present my last session, I felt really relaxed and good because I had just done it. I did think I wouldn't get a huge turnout for my last session because it was the last session on the last day of the conference, but surprising to me, the room was actually pretty full. But yeah, after all of that was it. The conference was over. My presentations were done. I had a great week at the conference. I always do, right? I always enjoy meeting lots of people. A lot of you came up to me saying, hey, I watch your videos online, which is awesome. Thank you for introducing yourselves. I really enjoyed speaking to each and every one of you. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this look into kind of my behind the scenes of a first-time speaker at Past Summit. With that said, I'm hoping to be back with kind of my regular scheduled videos next week. So I'll see you then. Thanks.